नमस्कार. 95 बिग FM तुम्ही ऐकत आहात. माझं नाव आहे आरजे बंड्या. या तासामध्ये आरजे जॉनिता आणि आपल्या पुण्यातील सुप्रसिद्ध हृदयरोगतज्ञ डॉक्टर राहुल पाटील गप्पा मारणार आहेत. विषय असा आहे की आज आहे जागतिक हृदयरोग दिन अर्थात वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे. त्यानिमित्तानं डॉक्टर राहुल पाटील सुप्रसिद्ध हृदयरोगतज्ञ यांचं मौलिक मार्गदर्शन आपण ऐकणार आहोत.
Hello friends, I am Dr. Rahul Patil, consultant cardiologist, Ruby Hall Clinic, Pune, and you are listening to me on Big FM.
So I'm going to ask you certain questions regarding cardiovascular disease. So what exactly is cardiovascular disease?
Cardiovascular disease refers to fat deposits or atherosclerosis in blood vessels of heart and brain. More people die from cardiovascular disease worldwide than any other cause. As per WHO, over 17.9 million people die every year, and of these, 80% are due to heart attack and brain stroke, and it is commonly seen in low and middle socio-economic countries. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of mortality in India. 1 in 4 deaths in India are due to cardiovascular disease. As per global estimate, we are seeing higher number of death rate than the global average, what we see in the lack of population.
What are the risk factors of cardiovascular disease?
There are conventional risk factors like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking and tobacco. Some people have a strong family history. So in these conventional risk factors, diabetes is always considered to be equivalent to heart disease. And in family history, any person's father or mother who had a heart attack at the age less than 60 and 65 respectively are very high risk for heart disease. Recently, a strong association of stress and pollution was seen with respect to heart attack incidents. In the lockdown of 4 months in India and all across the world, despite the similar prevalence of all conventional risk factors like diabetes, blood pressure, smoking and so on, the incidence of heart attack has significantly reduced in 4 months. And hospital admissions of heart attacks have gone down not only in India but all across the world. And there was a paper in important journals that where are all heart attacks gone. So here we came to know that stress and pollution plays an important role to reduce the incidence of heart attack, which was minimal in this 4 months period.
What is the burden of CVD?
So let us look again to the WHO figures. An estimated 17.9 million people die of cardiovascular disease every year, and 80% of these deaths occur in low and middle income countries like India. And in this, heart attack and brain stroke counts the highest number of deaths.
So what are the causes of CVD?
Yes, so these risk factors, what we discussed just now, these risk factors when they are in any patient or any individual, and these are, if you look at these risk factors, these are more of very silent. They don't give any symptoms, like blood pressure will never give any symptom. Cholesterol or diabetes will not give symptom immediately. Even smokers, they don't understand what's going on inside. So these all risk factors, they come together and they trigger the deposition of cholesterol in the blood vessels. And this cholesterol deposition is called as atherosclerosis or plaque formation. This plaque formation, when it ruptures at the time of severe stress, will cause blood clot formation and will cause an event in a form of heart attack or a brain stroke.
Is there any sign of heart attack?
Okay, very nice question. I think it's very legitimate that every person should understand if he is likely to get heart attack in coming days. So I feel a person who gets heaviness in chest, which is relating to the shoulders and left hand, this discomfort lasts for 10 to 15 minutes and it's never a localized pain. It's a diffuse discomfort in the middle of the chest. This discomfort which increases on effort and decreases with rest. This discomfort also increases on post-meal or walking in a very cold wind, or especially walking uphill or on a staircase. This discomfort increases. So this is called as classical angina. And this angina, if someone has, usually these people have a block in the heart vessel more than 70%. And these are the people who are likely to get heart attack. So any individual who gets severe form of this discomfort should evaluate himself. There are very few patients, around 20% of patients who are diabetic will have a discomfort in the form of acidity, especially in the upper abdomen or upper stomach, where patient feels severe burning, and this burning especially increases with effort and decreases with rest. Very few patients may complain of back pain or maybe only shoulder pain or a jaw pain in a form of angina. So these are very rare patients which we see once in a while.
How are smoking and heart diseases linked?
Right. So smoking is one of the major culprits, especially for youngsters, because now in India we see a person of around 20s and 30s to get a heart attack, and the predominant cause for this heart attack appears to be smoking. So smoking causes trigger in fat deposit. It causes hardening of this cholesterol block in the artery, and when this plaque ruptures, there is a formation of blood clot, and this blood clot formation is also triggered by the smoke. Nicotine hardens the blood vessels. So nicotine, which is present in the smoke, it hardens the blood vessels. It reduces the flexibility of arteries, and that's the reason why plaque ruptures and cause heart attack at early age.
Does diet play a part in the development of heart disease?
Yes. So when we talk about diet and heart disease, predominantly the cholesterol plays important role here. So diet adds cholesterol to your blood. At birth, everyone has a bad cholesterol, what we call as LDL, around 30. And if you look at average cholesterol in India, bad LDL cholesterol, it is in between 140 to 150. So it is all our dietary habits which has piled up this blood cholesterol over a period of 25 to 30 years. So usually you don't get symptoms at the age of 20, but you are piling up this blood cholesterol over 20 to 30 years of time, and that's why this cholesterol builds up to cause deposition of this cholesterol in the blood vessels. So usually diet we recommend is those people who consume more of a saturated fat in a form of fast food, burgers and pizzas and cheeses, non-vegetarian in a form of red meat, egg yolk, even a chicken will always have a very high cholesterol in it. And this cholesterol, when it is consumed through intestine, it goes to the liver and it gets digested. So the digestion system of this individual determines how much cholesterol should flow in the blood. So diet, along with that, the system in the liver, these two plays important role. How much blood should be moving in the cholesterol should be moving in the blood, and that determines the deposition cholesterol in the form of blood.
How do symptoms of heart attack differ between men and women?
So it's very, very interesting question. Let me tell you, women, they are usually the people who suffer more. Women may not get a classic symptom of heart attack, what we discussed, like severe form of chest pain and discomfort. They may have just a form of acidity, and usually women have a lot of anxiety about it, and that's why they usually miss their symptom, because acidity could be the only symptom in women to get in a form of heart attack. And being anxious, they have a capacity of taking more pain. Most of the people, they notice it even in the family, and that's why they seek treatment late in the hospital, and that's why they suffer more. And what I have seen in my practice of 15 years at Ruby Hall, that most of the people bring their female counterpart very late to the hospital, and that's the reason why they end up with complications in the form of cardiac shock or maybe cardiac arrest. And that's the reason why in India, if a female gets a heart attack, the mortality rate is very high.
Is heart disease hereditary?
Yes, so hereditary means your hierarchy, that your parents and forefathers are having incidence of heart attack, and that's why you are going to get it. So it is genetically linked. So it has been studied extensively that if your father has a heart attack below age of 60 and a mother has a heart attack below age of 65, the chance of getting heart attack to their siblings is extremely high. I would say 10 times more, and at 10 years earlier. So if someone has a heart attack in a family at the age of 50, their kids are likely to get at the age of 40. So it is strongly seen that your family inheritance is there, and that's why it is hereditary disease.
What is the connection between raised blood pressure and heart disease?
Okay, so blood pressure is the blood moving through your arteries pushes against the arterial walls, and the force is measured as the blood pressure. So raised blood pressure occurs when a very small arteries, they get tightened, or what you call, they increase their resistance. So your heart has to force the blood against these blood vessels, and what it causes in long term is it causes lot of pressure in the blood vessels, which cause intimal damage, means inner side damage, which cause early deposition of fat or cholesterol, and which makes the artery harden, and this deposition of fat causes formation of block over a period of time, and then this leads to a heart attack.
What is the message that you would be giving to people listening to us right now?
So definitely when you talk about non-communicable disease in this COVID era, we are seeing lot of communicable form of death in the form of COVID and Corona. But when you talk of non-communicable disease, the only disease which is extensively killing people all across the world is heart disease and heart attacks. We have learned recently that stress and pollution plays an important role, because in lockdown we have seen that the number of heart attack admissions and incidences have gone down significantly all across the world. So stress plays an important role. Stay healthy, eat healthy, have a healthy lifestyle and stress-free lifestyle. This is going to reduce your heart attack incidence. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jonathan.
जागतिक हृदयरोग दिनाच्या निमित्तानं डॉक्टर राहुल पाटील, प्रख्यात हृदयरोग तज्ञ यांच्याशी आरजे जॉनिताच्या गप्पा या तासात ऐकत रहा. आणखी काही टिप्स असतील तर त्या नक्की शेअर कर.
Visit your healthcare professional for a few simple checks. Check your blood glucose levels, check your blood pressure, check your numbers, understand the signs and symptoms of a heart attack.
धुन बदल के तो देखो.